So, you want to date my daughter, eh? Well, bad news, I don't have a daughter. But if I did, I would love her wholeheartedly. I would want the best for her and do whatever I could to make that happen. But first, an example of how not to be. On the internet, I found the so-called feminist father rules for dating my daughter. 1, I don't make the rules. 2, you don't make the rules. 3, she makes the rules. 4, her body, her rules. Instead, it sounds like an irresponsible gay male friend who's HIV positive giving a young lady advice. That's not being a man, let alone father. It's a useless bastard attitude. Another bad attitude is fathers never wanting their daughter to date or marry, never, and instead pursue a career which is highly unnatural. Again, I would generally want the very best for my daughter. So here are the rules I would attempt to enforce for dating my hypothetical daughter who's 17 and lives under my roof. First, only males born male. Second, only white males. Third, no guys with any face or neck tattoo or arms full of tattoos or body piercings. And no motorcycle riders. I'd of course do a background check to see that there's no criminal record and that they're not currently married. If they fail to meet the first 3 criteria, no need for a background check as they'd be rejected automatically. I would exclude anyone needing a wheelchair or any other physical handicap. Though it seems unfair, I'd want someone to care for my daughter if she became disabled herself and have full control over the children, and would exclude those with mental conditions such as bipolar or schizophrenia. To maintain a successful marriage takes lots of work, which mustn't be burdened with additional problems. To allow a gentleman caller to continue visiting, I'd need to know that he has a job or is in school with at least a C average and seems ambitious, and a churchgoer. I'd also insist that the man was never married unless scripturally divorced or a widower. I would instill in my daughter to always dress modestly and never have any sex before marriage. So I would disallow spending the night while dating. But after marriage, the man should have sex as frequently as he wants, as God ordained husbands as the authority over their wives in this area and all others, provided that decisions are godly and any abuse would be dealt with. However, if the husband became disabled or lost his job, I'd encourage my daughter to stand by him, as marriage is meant to be a death do you part commitment. As for age, the man could be as old as 50, provided he had a very good reason for being single that long and that there was nothing sketchy about him otherwise. Regardless, all suitors would also be under close scrutiny for any other character defects they might have. These criteria have always been the recipe for successful marriages and their subsequent families. Objecting to my standards means that you have succumbed to poisonous modern culture. So ignore my advice to fathers at your peril. Better yet, wipe out dating culture altogether and have daughters given in marriage by their fathers as they were throughout history, which marriages and families thrived. Real talk.